So we can perhaps increase the size to about 16 and then right click and left click to change the color and then apply the changes. Okay, that's cool. Alright, we go back to it and we notice that there's this board area, you know, kind of curvy area that you know, kind of give the card a nice little look. So what we're going to do, we're going to create that. So first of all, we need to get that board texture. I have it here on my hard drive, or not. I don't have that board texture. I would have to search for it, but we can replace it with something else. Perhaps we could use tell you what, for now we'll just give it a gradient. And so with the white area selected again, I'm going to go to my pen tool and then try to create this curve. So I'm click this point here, ensure that connect segments, this option is ticked, and ensure that right here it's on bezier curve. I can't pronounce that word, I'm sorry. So it's draw point to point bezier curve, and then click somewhere here, then hold it and pull it until you start getting that curve. Let go. Okay, so what's happening here is that it's automatically adding a fill, and we don't want that. So we go up here and ensure that we turn off the fill by clicking transparent. Then we can continue drawing our curve, and then right here click, then pull until we start getting the curve that we desire. Let go. We notice that this line is too thick now, so we go up to width here. This controls the width of the stroke, so stroke width, and reduce that to about 1, and then apply changes. So what we will be using this for now, we will be using this to cut out that area. And let me show you what I mean. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add a texture. I'm going to add a background, a different background, by duplicating this. So I'm right clicking, click duplicate. So I now have 2 white layers, but the topmost white layer, I'm going to use the flood fill tool and then add a color, a gradient to it. So what I did, I click inside this area, go to gradient, click gradient inside this area, and I'm going to add this brown gradient that I created. Okay, I'm just filling it with that. Fine, so far it looks nice, but what I want to do, I want to get rid of all of this brown area here, and all the area that has that is below this curved line should remain. So I'm going to go back to that curved line. Alright, this is the layer that has it. Click that layer, then go up to our selection tool, go to our magic wand, and then select above that layer. And you notice only the area above the line is selected. Then I go to my background layer, my brown background layer, and then delete. Control D to deselect. Then I can turn off the visibility of this line to get rid of this line. If we should zoom in closely, you would notice the line. There's a line running on. Turn off the visibility of that. Fine. And so far it looks nice. Okay, so what we notice that there are some images in the design. There's a ladder, hammer, a screwdriver, and a paint brush and a pan. So we can go to the folder, well, go back to the image, the design, then go to the folder and simply drag and drop the different images into Corel Paint Shop Pro. Drag the hammer now, drag the screwdriver, and drag the paintbrush. Voila. So all of these images are now inside our software, but they are on different tabs, and we are working on this tab right here. So what we can do, we can go up to Window, click uncheck tabbed documents to get the different images into different windows that we can see. That allows us to see multiple images at once, or multiple designs at once. So we put this somewhere that will ensure that it's visible all the time, this design. Go to our ladder, click the ladder layer, hold it and drag it onto our current design and let go. Go to the next one, our screwdriver, select the layer again, drag it onto it, let go. And if we look here, we notice that it's going onto our design. And then the last thing that we have to send across is our paint. So drag that layer onto our design and then close it. Afterwards, we can go back to tab. But what we notice here, that the images are scattered out and there's this white background behind it. So what we can do, we can reduce it by clicking the edges, reduce the size of each, click each, reduce the size. And all of these images are now on separate layers. These are the layers that they are on. So if we look closely, this is the ladder. So we reduce the size of that, the hammer. So this is a more accurate way of selecting items on a design by clicking the layers instead of trying to use a mouse to click them. Because as the design becomes more complicated, it will become more difficult to select them. So select the layer with the hammer, reduce the size, and put it somewhere off here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try to get rid of this white area around the hammer so that we're just seeing the hammer alone. So with the hammer layer selected, depicted by this selection here, go to the magic wand and select the white area, or Control D, reduce the tolerance to around about 20 and select the white area and hit delete. Control D to deselect and follow through for the others. So we're going to screwdriver layer. This is our screwdriver layer. Select it. Go to our magic wand. Select the white area. Hit delete. Control D. Go to the paintbrush. So it's selected. There we have it. Magic wand, select around it, delete, Control D, and now we're only seeing the brush and not the white substance around it. And